I'm going to start with my air leak test, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do a safe start of my engine in order to build the pressure up to 120 pounds. My parking brake is engaged, my transmission in neutral. I'm going to go ahead and turn the engine on. Now, if I need the pressure to build up a little faster, I can give the engine a little bit of gas and wait for that pressure to build up all the way to 120 pounds. Okay, so that was my governor valve. My tanks are full, around 120 pounds. I'm going to go ahead and turn the engine off. I'm going to leave the key on. And I'm going to do my air leak test. So I'm going to hold my service brake and I'm going to release my parking brake. I'm going to keep holding my service brake for 1 full minute. I shouldn't lose any more than 3 psi. So I'll start my minute and I'm staring at my pressure gauges, making sure they don't drop more than 3 psi. All right, so our minute is up. We didn't lose any more than 3 psi. There are no leaks. So now I'm going to do my low pressure warning signal test. I'm going to pump my brakes before the pressure drops below 60 pounds. My wig-wag should drop and my low pressure light should turn on in both of my pressure gauges. Wig-wag dropped and both my low pressure lights turned on before the pressure dropped below 60 pounds. Now I'm going to check my spring brakes. I'm going to keep dropping the pressure or pumping my brakes between 20 and 40 pounds. The spring brake should activate automatically and my parking brake valve should pop out. Alright, so my parking brake is working and my spring brakes, my spring brakes are working and my parking brake valve popped out between 20 and 40 pounds. And my pressure is pretty low, so I'm going to go ahead and do another safe start in order to build the pressure back up to 120 pounds. While I'm waiting for the pressure to build, I'm going to go ahead and do my in-cab inspection, starting from my left and moving toward my right. My fans are working. My noise suppressor is working. All of my interior lights are working. My amber indicator is working, and my red indicator is working. My heater and defroster are working, and all of my space heaters are working. My wipers and fluid are working. My left indicator, right indicator, hazard indicator, high beam indicator, and my panel lights are working. My steering wheel has no more than 10 degrees of play. My horn is working. My engine temperature gauge is working. The temperature is building. It shouldn't go over 200 degrees. My 2 air pressure gauges are working, front and rear. They're building toward 120. My volt gauge is working, around 14 volts. My MPH gauge, I'm going to go ahead and check while I'm moving. My RPM gauge or my tachometer is working, around 800 RPM. We get a rise and a fall. My engine oil pressure gauge is working, around 60 pounds. My fuel gauge is working around 3/4 tank, which is more than enough. And my amp gauge is working at about plus 15. My service door opens and closes freely. I'm going to reset my wig-wag. Or actually, I don't have quite enough pressure, so I'm going to reset that later once I've built up the pressure a little more. Here in my glove compartment, I have my spare bulbs and fuses. Up there in that Bluebird box, I've got my insurance and registration. Up here, I've got fully charged first aid kit. My vehicle weight is 29,000 pounds. My height is 10.5 feet. And my capacity is for 66 children or 44 adults. I have a fully charged fire extinguisher near my service door. And underneath my seat, I have 3 emergency triangles. My seatbelt is secure, it's not cut or torn, and it buckles. And my seat is adjusted correctly for my height. Now my wig-wag can be reset. While I'm still waiting for the pressure to build up, I'm actually going to get up and check my passenger equipment. So, let's see. I'm going to check all my seats and seatbelts. Okay, and all my seats and seatbelts are secure. Now I'm going to check all of my emergency exits. My rear exit and alarm is working. My window exit and alarm is working on the right rear. And my window emergency exit and alarm is working at the left rear. My roof emergency exit here. I'm not going to open all the way. I'm just going to make sure the alarm is working. Good, that's my alarm and it's working. Now, for students, just in case you accidentally open the emergency exit all the way, I'm going to show you guys how to close it because it's kind of hard. Alright, so if you should open it accidentally, you want to open the hatch all the way, push up this metal tab, there you go, and line up the white plastic here with the metal tab, and then close the latch. Alright, cool. So, 3 emergency exits remain. My right front window emergency exit is working. My side emergency door is working. And my roof alarm is working. So, all 7 emergency exits and alarms are working. I've got 2 on the left, 2 on the right, 2 on the top, and 1 at the rear. My service door can also be used in emergency purposes, for emergency purposes as well. So now I'm going to hop in my driver's seat, put on my seatbelt. I have about 120 pounds of pressure in my tanks now, so I'm ready to do a parking brake check. I'm going to look around my bus, nothing is around or near it. I'm going to go ahead and put it in drive. I'm going to give it a little bit of gas. Okay, the bus didn't move on me, so my parking brake is working. I'm going to go ahead and check my service brake. I'm going to release my parking brake and I'm going to move forward at around 5 miles per hour. My vehicle came to a complete stop. It didn't pull left or right. And my speedometer is working. Okay, so that is my full in-cab inspection. I'm ready to do my outside. Yeah? I'm going to back up a little bit. So actually I was thinking that